Why? The New Year just passed a while ago. Well, hear me a while ago, a few days ago. And I mean, thanks to Jamaica Walk by that channel, I was able to observe what happens downtown Kingston on a New Year's Eve night in Jamaica. And it was something to see. I'll put his link down in the bio and you can visit over there, and if you missed it, you can take a look at what New Year's Eve looks like in Jamaica, downtown on the wharf. I mean, I have not seen anything like this. I haven't been downtown in a while, except, you know, at the top, not down by where they did that. And there's so much development going on down there. May I tell you? It was a sight to behold. Anyway, I never gone nowhere. I stayed at home for New Year's Eve. But I was able to watch the fireworks from my balcony. And that's another thing that surprised me. I guess I've been away for too long, but I've never seen anything like this. I think last year, I was here for Christmas, but I was in Portmore at the time. And the only fireworks I think I saw from my positioning where I was living is this plaza next door to me. They had some fireworks going on, but that was it. But I did capture a little footage, which I'm going to put right here, of the fireworks that was going on the hills surrounding me, and it was a sight to behold. You know, I mean, the footage, not that great, but you get a glimpse as to what was happening. Those are scared. My God, Jamaica with it. I love it. Look how we are going. Oh, but not serious course. Remember when we did that Mexico, it never so wild. Right, I missed that one day. Where do you stop? You stop a car? Where do you live? Wow, catch that one day. Jamaica, a kid. Woo! Before I go any further with this, let me welcome you to the channel and introduce myself. Hey there everybody, my name is Claudette and I am your Jamaican Gypsy Granny. Over here we explore what life is really like living in Jamaica, what you can expect if you decide to move to Jamaica, as I'm encouraging you to do on this new series I'm running, and you know, just show you more of Jamaican life, culture, everything like that. So if that's something that interests you, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. It helps to support the channel and help it to grow. And this way you get notified each time I post a video, especially if you hit that notification bell. They will tell you as soon as one hits the road. Alright, so let me talk about New Year's in Jamaica now. I had a lot of thinking to do on that night. I mean, it's the end of 2025, which was a rough year for me, you know. Trying to rebuild a business in Jamaica at the age of 63, starting from absolutely nothing. It's no joke, and I mean, it was rough. But it gave me an opportunity to reflect on what matters the most to me. And I mean, during some of my periods, I was relegated to sleeping on the floor of someone's living room, on a cushion, on a piece of sponge. And now that I'm in a better space where I'm no longer required to sleep in the living room on the piece of sponge, I have a bedroom upstairs with a bed in there. I find myself still sleeping on the piece of sponge in the living room. My daughter says to me, Mom, as soon as I start putting my furniture in here, I need you to go and move up into your room. I'm just like, yeah man, whenever you're ready. But somehow, staying there for me, it means something, you know. The bed I'm sleeping on won't be bought by me. And I almost feel like I want to put the mattress or the bed aside and continue sleeping on my piece of sponge. Because that spending time on that piece of sponge made me re-evaluate life and the possessions that society claims we need to have that will prove our value and establish our self-worth. I had to look into myself in a different way during this year. You know, I mean, when I was moving to Mexico, which is what I was planned, I gave up a king-sized bed, a fridge that was less than a year old, a stove also less than a year old, 6 burners, really nice stove, a nice fridge, lots of stuff. I threw out clothing, I gave away clothing because my plan was never to come back to Jamaica. Not yet anyway. I'm not saying I would never return, but when I left, the plan was I would be traveling. I had planned to become a nomad. That was my goal. And hence the name Jamaican Gypsy Granny was born, because it was meant to follow my journey as I travel. But the Lord had different plans for me, and somehow He said, no, not today, you need to go back home. And so this year I've been trying to not recoup what I've lost, because I don't know what I've lost. I think my losing the opportunity has caused me to, it has given me the opportunity to re-evaluate what it is that I want out of life. The dream for everybody is a nice apartment with luxurious, wonderful furnishings and all of that. But in my life, I've had so much and lost so much. I don't want that anymore. I want my life in 2026 to be focused on building experiences that I can enjoy, with sharing who I am and making a difference in someone's life, you know. That is of value to me. I want to leave an impact on this world. I don't want to depart here having no one to say that, you know, she touched me in some way. And this is something I've been trying to do with my creation journey a long time ago when I started the channel. That was the focus I wanted to focus on. But somehow I got distracted, and I was chasing the dollar. I was chasing the wealth. I was chasing, you know, And so I started coming up with scripts, I started coming up with dialogues, I started looking for trending topics, and I wanted to, you know, to build this perfect channel where I was making money, but that's not what I wanted from YouTube. Of course I do want to make a living, don't get me wrong, but the most important thing for me is what impact I can leave. And I can't make an impact from scripts, because guess what, once I start reading a script, everybody going to know, and I'm going to say, "Chum, you know, should not tell me nothing." And so today I sit here with you, and it is still a learning process sitting here just talking, because I do tend to ramble on. But I find that the more I speak, because I mean, the more I speak on things that are personal to me, then when I'm pulling from truths that I lived and experienced, then there's no need for me to ramble off, because I'm telling you what happened to me. I was afraid to share those stories here on Jamaican Gypsy Granny, because it was the only channel that was monetized, and I was afraid that if I started talking about these issues, then I would be blocked. But you know, I'm here trying to find my community and be vulnerable and say, yeah. So here I go again rambling. So 2026 for me is trying to bring to you solutions. You know, right now, the content, the starting over in Jamaica is what I'm working on. And so I'd love for you to be able to communicate with me and tell me what it is that I can bring to you, because, you know, I know people who want to move to Jamaica, and I'd love to be able to help you. So yeah, I know I come out for the 2026, but basically 2026 for me is just finding me, developing myself, growing and revaluing my self-worth and what it is that I measure it by. And one of these days, whilst I lie on my sponge in the bedroom upstairs, well, in the living room until I decide to move upstairs, maybe I'll get a brilliant thought as to exactly what it is. Or maybe one of you will say something in the comments and inspire me as to what you want to hear. But right now I'm just saying, yeah, 2026 is a new year. And I'd love for you to follow me on this journey. Tell me in the comments, what lesson did you learn in 2025? And how are you going to apply it in 2026? I'm not sure if I'm going to tell you none of my own, but I think so. You know, I'm just here. I'm scared as hell, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So thanks for watching. My name is Claudette, and I'm your Jamaican Gypsy Granny. If my ramblings did reach you in any way, just hit that subscribe button for me, please, and leave a comment and let me know if anything I said resonated with you at all. Share the video, like the video, hit that notification bell so you get notified. And trust me, I'll try to sit here and have conversations with you and be real in my most authentic way, because that's who I am. Alright? But ciao. I know it's messy, but my mind is all over the place right now, because 2026, what is it gonna be for me? I don't know yet, but I'll do my best to make it the best year of my life. How about you? Ciao.